What's going on, Sergio? This is Daniel from Josh Nanny SEO. So when I type in BKR, I'm assuming that means bathroom, kitchen, remodel, general construction, Miami, Florida. We have your GMB, which is exactly what you want. Now you don't have any of your things like products in here, which is okay. You can live without that. You would want to create a larger thingy here. You want to get as close to 750 characters as possible. So probably add another 15, 20 sentences, and you are good to go on that. You want at least 15 photos. Anyway, getting off topic here, I'm just glad that you have one. But let's look at your website. Contact us. Your Facebook and your Instagram is on here. BKR General Construction is fine. Good photos. One thing I'm not seeing over here is there's no breakup of the page. There's no header. There's no nothing. So you would want a header. You would want to put in exactly what it is you're offering in here, so people can see what it is you have, and then just quickly move to that instead of having to scroll down and discover that. You want it to be easily in front of people so that they don't have to worry or scroll through. People are lazy. You just have to remember that. And then obviously you want your phone number on here. I don't see your phone number right when I look at the site. You always want your phone number on the site where I can see it right away. Who are you? You are family owned and operated. People like that. Very good, very good. About the owner. Sergio, that's you. We believe in clear upfront pricing. Excellent. Good to go on that. In-home or virtual design console ready to go. Here's what, okay, finally we get to your services. So you want to have them listed separately so that people can just see, because I don't even want to read it. Like, I don't. Like, no one wants to. But if they're looking for something, they want it to be easily found in front of them. And the fact that we have to make them go through a couple of things in order to find them is a little hard for people to do. Trust me, I've been doing this for a little bit. It's the way people are. We Speak Spanish is great. You might even be able to do an entire section over here up top where if you click on it, it'll be in Spanish the entire way through, which is actually really cool if you wanted to do that. So you can double on your client base simply by having that there, because I know there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in Florida. I'm here in Texas. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking people here as well. So that's just another thing to think about. But let me show you what happens when I look at the back end, because right now what I'm looking at your website is there's not a lot of words on there, there's not a lot of content, and content is key, especially with the new Google update. So they really want to see a lot of content on your website instead of, it being bare bones and, just talking about who you are, because content allows you to get something called keywords, and I'm going to explain that in a second. Now, there's not a lot of information over here, so I'm not going to explain it right now. I will explain it in about 3 minutes when I look at, like your top competitor in Fort Lauderdale. But a keyword is essentially what somebody might put into Google to find you. So we have kitchen remodel, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's see what pops up. Now this, by the way, this keyword is what we call a buyer intentional keyword. It does a couple of things. First thing it does is it allows you to search for the service you want, which is kitchen remodel, and in the specific location. So when I'm looking for something, I'm going to get very specific of what I'm looking for and where I'm looking for it, so I can narrow down my search. So if I have people searching this up, I want to be ranked #1 for this. So we have our Google sponsored. This is your GMB. That's what this guy is over here that we spoke about a second ago. Now, you want this in #1, 2, or 3 because about 30 to 40% of all people searching for anything will click on one of these 3 guys. So you definitely want that happening. These people, unfortunately, they don't have a website. They may not get a lot of people coming to their website, coming to them through their website. They may just have great Google reviews, and that's okay. That's another way of doing marketing. These guys are going to get the Allied Kitchen and Bath. I've seen them around plenty of times. So they're probably going to be the lion's share of the fight here. But after that, we have your organic search. Anyone can rank here as long as you know what you're doing, but you want to be in the top 3 always. We have houses #1, Yelp is #2. A lot of people might just run over them and go to Phoenix Remodeling. They're going to be your biggest competitor here in Fort Lauderdale. So they have their number right away up front. They have design to completion. They have this, which is very outdated. But again, it still works. It's just a matter of whether or not it's outdated or not. Now, talking about what it is they're offering, kitchen remodeling, see how they talk about each one individually. This leads to the kitchen remodeling page, bathroom remodeling, basically start to finish, whole home remodeling. So they're offering a lot of content done here that people can read. Most people will not, but that's okay, as long as they have it on their site to push them to the front. And then obviously they have their entire thing down over here, which I believe should not be in this little hamburger menu. It should be along the top over here so people can just see and click. But notice how they have their phone number here. It is a click call. They have the phone number up here that follows you throughout the page. So they always have a call to action wherever they go. So now let me go to their back end and let me explain what all of these numbers mean. So I'm using something called Ahrefs. It lets me know how Google looks at them. So a UR rating right over here is how strong the website is. And a DR rating is how much Google trusts them. And you want these ideally in the 30s and 40s ratio of 1 to 1. And it's all pushed up with backlinks. Now, a backlink is think of it as street credit. You know, like how popular you are in a good way, not a bad way, because there is the other there is the bad way. But essentially, a backlink is where you have your website link posted somewhere else on the internet, and anyone can click on it or view that it's there. And a referring domain is when they click on it, it returns back to your home page. Now, not all backlinks are equal. You have the really reputable ones, and you have the spammy BuzzFeed, Wikipedia ones. You definitely do not want those. They're going to hurt you. Now, I know he has a lot of spam simply because he has a DR of 0.9. If he had a lot of really strong ones, it would be a much higher rating. And then he has 817 different organic keywords. Now, again, a keyword is what somebody might put into Google to find you. So is he the #1 competitor in the area? For this specific keyword I typed in, he is kitchen remodeling, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let's kind of take a look at what these keywords are. You have a volume of 60 people a month searching for that keyword. 8 people a month are coming to his website because he's in position #3. Now, when you're in position 1, 2, or 3, you'll get anywhere from 10 to 20%. He's getting about 12% simply because he's in position #3. But check out position 2, Fort Lauderdale kitchen remodel. He's getting 20 people search for this a month. He's getting 8 of them because he's in position 2. That is a little, roughly, 14 to sorry, about 16%. So how does this really help you out? So, and yes, all of the traffic he's getting are from people who are hyper focusing on the specific keyword, which is, again, a service, bathroom remodel, Fort Lauderdale, and the location, which is Fort Lauderdale. So how can you take advantage of this? How can this really help you? So first is we need content on your websites. And whether we do it in English and Spanish is a decision you can always make later on, but there are definite ways to do both. And then finally, we need, okay, so content, we get then the keywords in there that talk about what it is you're offering. Again, service and location specific. And then finally, we start focusing on your backlink profile. Now, I do know who has some really good ones. These guys, Kitchen Remodeling, Fort Lauderdale, whoever these name, Florida Kitchen Bath Remodeling, they have some good ones because, again, they're ranking #1 for a couple things. But I would probably look at a couple of other people, compare you to them as well, simply to get you the best view for your backlinks. But that's really all there is to it. You know, you already have your GMB up and running. I would start, if you can make it a little bit, more, I wouldn't say accessible, just better. That would be better for you. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Again, it's content, keywords, and then your backlink profile, and you will have, you're on your way to getting yourself to the front of Google. Anyway, that's all I got. If you have any questions, please let me know, Sergio. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.